Hello, and today we're going to go over flute assembly. First, let's take our cases. Let's make sure that our logos are right side up. And we will open our cases. We get it open. And it'll be like so, like that. First, we're going to take out our head joints. Should look like this. You're going to take the head joint into your non-dominant hand, sorry. And you're going to find the top of the body, preferably where there are no keys, just so you don't bend anything because they're super, super fragile, super, super delicate. And you're going to softly twist. And if it doesn't go in, give it a second, either pull it out or let it sit there for a second and then keep trying, but you should not be forcing it in at all. Next, you're going to look down like a little bullseye, and then try to line the tone hole. This is the tone hole up with the keys. So you'll look down and you'll keep spinning and not holding the keys till you find it. And then lastly, you're going to grab with your non-dominant hand again, or you could grab it with your dominant hand, whichever one, because flute is different for everybody and assembly is different. You will hold it where there are no keys, generally, and you'll hold the other, the foot joint also where there are no keys, and you do the same thing, and you will twist. And if it doesn't go on, give it a second, and then try again, like that. And then it'll usually go the second time. Now, for placement of the foot joint, it's a little different. So when you put your fingers, you'll put them on all the pads. So not this first key, but the second key. Not the third, but the fourth, the fifth. Not the sixth, not the seventh, but the eighth, ninth, 10th. And then this key closest to your ring finger. Basically, how your foot joint will be set up will be how your wrist either collapses, like if it's too far under, like say it's the foot joint is too far back and your pinky has to go down and your hand has to sink instead of being in good flute posture, then you might need to move it. But you also don't want anything too high up, and you also don't want anything too far low, where your elbow's in. But it should be a little out, and you should have an open carriage. And like we were talking about with the foot joint, it's usually where you can relax and make like a C. But first, let's actually talk about position and like holding. You're going to find your balance point. Your balance point on the flute will be this knuckle right here, the first knuckle or the first joint, whatever you want to call it, in your left hand, and then the side of your nail on your right hand. So your left hand, the knuckle will go about between these first two keys, and your thumb will just lightly press on the back like so, and then your fingers will wrap around and land on the keys right on the centers, because some the more advanced you get, they take the holes out actually, and you have to cover holes in the future. So it's good to have good practice of that now. Now your right hand, you're going to place over on the keys we're talking about, these, and the one closest to your ring finger, and then your right hand, or your thumb, sorry, is going to sit right on the flute is going to sit on your thumb on the right side of the nail. So then it looks like this. It's not going to be too far forward, and it's not going to be just relaxed, but it's going to be on the side of the nail so you can make a C with your hand. It should be relaxed. And that is the complete assembly. And how you disassemble is the same thing, but backwards. You remove where there are no keys. Dominant, non-dominant, spin, twist to let it out. like so, like that. And you are all set to go.